Hey everybody, and welcome back to, what is it? Satisfactory. Yeah, that's what I'm playing today. Satisfactory, where we're looking at our 4 nuclear reactors. Yeah, we got power. We got nuclear power. Currently we are generating. Oh, sorry, let me come out of camera mode here. Oh, there we go, that's better. We are currently generating from those 4 nuclear reactors a bunch of power. 37, so we're up to 37,000 megawatts. So that's 37 gigawatts worth of power running right now. I've got lots of overhead, so I've got about 6 gigawatts or 5.5 gigawatts of overhead. So safety. So I'm gonna kind of walk away from the nuclear power. So last week, yeah, I set up the one section here. We had that up and running, and then in the kind of off-camera time, I got a second pair of reactors going, so that's 2 more of these buildings. And then, of course, we have our plutonium processing over here, which are now all nicely nestled in some form of structure or another. I think I missed a wall section here. Yeah, I did miss a wall section here. Let me just quickly fix this up. There we go. Okay, so yes, so that is still not running at full capacity. We got more than enough to get rid of the waste. So if we look in here, we can see that, yes, we're only running at about 40% capacity in the non-fissile uranium department. And if we look at our actually plutonium rods, which are the things that we're sinking, why are you building up? Why are you not draining? Oh, did I forget to connect something? I forgot to connect something. Okay, well, let me just fix this up here. And then we'll get on to what is the plan for the day. This is not well just thought out here. Let me just fix some stuff up here. We're gonna get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. I'm gonna go off screen for just a sec so I can see what's happening over on the YouTube thing. Oh my God, YouTube, what are you doing to me here? Sorry, just YouTube's being YouTube. Let me just fix this. Okay, is that working now? Yeah, that's working now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry, just having a little bit of technical difficulties there. Yeah, so let me just quickly fix this up here. I need to move. Why do I need to have that way back here? I don't know. You should be able to fit here. Is there anything underneath here? No, actually, we can just do that. Okay, let's close this up. We'll close that up. We'll move this. Yeah, I know I can probably just go straight into it, but I'm going to leave the lifts here just so I can have a way to walk through. So we're going to go from there. You're going to come up, and then we're going to bridge through there. Back down through the floor. You know, if I didn't get all my stuff back when I delete them, I'd be in a world of hurt. Okay, and then we got to come from here to there, and then we go to restrict mode and prop that into there, and then we should start draining all of those plutonium cells for all the points. All right, let's get back upstairs, or at least up to the first floor, see if we can escape some of the radiation. So the sink is right up here. I put it in beside the what's it over here, the heat sink making, and yeah, I recently emptied the tickets. That's why it's not showing, but you can see the huge spike that I get. Nice. All right. So what is the plan today? With the power more or less settled, again, it took me maybe an hour or so to string up the new set of buildings and stuff, which is kind of the design point of the design that I have, right? Is that I can just add things on. I can go a few more that way. I can go a few more that way. With that all being said, I think it's time to today look at the next phase of the elevator and kind of figure out what it is that I want to do. So let's head back down here. Yeah, you know, I got a lot of stuff that needs to be filled in and whatnot, but I'm kind of leaving the closing up of everything. When I've got stuff and I'm just waiting for, you know, lines to produce and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna leave that alone and we're gonna head back to home base. Oh, good morning, Lee. How are you today, my friend? Good to have you here. Okay, let's go. Which way do I want to go? I can go that way, but you know what? Let's go this way today. We're gonna take the coastal route. All right, yeah. So what I want to do today, what I'm gonna do today is I want to look at the next phase. Yes, it was a busy week. You having a busy week? Let me phrase that in an English that makes some sort of sense. Had a busy week, did ya? Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go past our water supply, go past whatever the hell it is. I mean, I don't even remember half the things that I'm pulling up anymore. Just that it's stuff that's filling the world. Those stairs need support. One thing that yeah, it's always kind of a interesting, you know, question is, do you want realistic physics in this game or not? One of the things that just drives me nuts is floating platforms. There has to be some sort of support. And it would be nice if things fell down. So that's one, and the game Space Engineers, so the other game that I play on the channel here, if there's a platform that has no support, it's going to fall. I mean, you can set a switch or an option in the menu that keeps it from falling, so it just stays stationary, but it'll convert into from a static object into a dynamic object when it doesn't have support. And I've always thought that, you know, Satisfactory, yeah, I know it's a big ask. It really changes kind of a lot of the calculation and performance of the game, but just, yeah, floating platforms drives me nuts, and magic physics drives me a little bit nuts. So I always like to visually make sure things are connected, but yeah. Yeah, it wasn't fun, but I made it. Hey, you know what? If it doesn't kill you, whatever kills you, leaves you traumatized. But you did survive. You made it out. My week, I was doing just fine. Thank you for asking. I made it to another Saturday where I get to share some time with you guys, so can't be all bad. Still breathing. You know what? When you get to my age, your requirements for a good day become a lot less. Yeah, you know, waking up in the morning is an accomplishment. Not that I'm not super old, but some days you just feel the edge. Kind of weird ass atmospherics today. Ow, glass. Okay, back to the place that I haven't been spending much time. So we're back in our lovely, lovely home base. Kind of the least developed area, just all open air stuff, but what the hell? I'm gonna empty out some of my stuff here from the old pockets. Managed to pick up a little bit of mycelia. Actually not doing too bad. I got a couple of more Mercer spheres. Where am I putting you? I'm putting you guys over here. Yeah, everything's looking good there. How we doing in the MAM? I could have swore I had some stuff in the MAM. No. But I do have 4 hard drives kind of in waiting. All right, let's look at what's going on over here. So we need to start making. I should have taken a. Actually, you know what? I should have stopped off at the space elevator. What the hell is it that I'm going to be making next? I don't know. If I remember correct, we're pretty close in age. You're only a few years older. Yeah. It's not so much the chronological time, Lee. It's the miles. It's not the age. It's the miles. Yeah, I think you're a little bit younger than me. You're born in the early 70s, yes? You don't, of course, have to give me your exact age or anything like that. We must protect our identities. Okay, so what are we making next? I mean, I could have looked up in my corner there, but you know what? This is better. Okay, nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta. Biomechanical sculptor, AI expansion server, and ballistic warp drive. Okay, so let's open these things in the codex. So what are you going to need? You're going to need pressure conversion cubes, which are radio control and fuse modular frames. Okay, well, it's time to go back to the Satisfactory modeler here. So we're just going to take a quick beep out of Satisfactory here and bring up Steam, and so we can bring up the Satisfactory modeler. All right, there we go, and then I can turn that on. Okay, so the Satisfactory model. Let's look at just the setting up the nuclear pasta here. So again, I'm keeping all of my calculations and stuff. I just, I get rid of them. Just in case you need to go back, make an adjustment, like radio control units, right, are being produced somewhere on this base. Not that I'm going to repurpose them. Screw it. They can just keep doing what they're doing. But, if you ever need to reference or anything, I've been trying to learn DaVinci Resolve so that I can actually edit my SE videos. I miss my old editing software. Yeah, someday I may have to convert over to, so I hear you on that. Learning new software. Because I think it's worse the more you use and the more familiar you are with another software, because there's so much you have to unlearn, right? You got all that muscle memory and you have to start thinking about it again, and that can really start dragging down. All right, so let's step a new node. Oh my God, the mouth is not functional today. So we're going to grab some nuclear pasta. What goes into nuclear pasta? Well, a crap ton of copper powder. Copper powder is pretty straightforward. It is just ingots. How much nuclear pasta do I need to make? So I'm going to need 1,000 nuclear pasta. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot. But how much does it come out? Space elevator phase 4. Oh, isn't this interesting? Oh, isn't that cute? Been trying to learn, took me forever to get half competent with Blender from 3DS. Yeah. I have opened Blender twice and just went, nope. I'm out. Okay, so don't really care about that. Let's get rid of that. Am I making nuclear pasta right now? No, I'm not. I haven't made anything for nuclear pasta. I'm confused. Phase 5, nuclear pasta. The modeler might be a little bit out of date. That's not good. Huh. Okay, well, let's just get back to the modeler here. I closed it. I hate it when I do that. Oh, just not. Yeah, it's the most confused that I'm ever going to be is when I'm between projects, because I just kind of wander around. What am I going to do now? Where am I? Where do I get organized? Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's just figure out. I want to bring out how many? Do you remember Wings 3D? Wings 3D. I don't remember Wings 3D. Actually. Yeah. I feel like I should, but I don't. Okay, so one manufacturer will give me 0.5, so I think that's why I'm going to set this one up quickly. Or first, what would happen if I said I want one full one? So that's going to be two whatevers, two particle accelerators. Those are big. For one pressure conversion cube, so I'm going to need one pressure conversion cube, and I'm going to need a lot of ingots. But that's okay. We've got lots of... Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that is so long ago, man. Yeah, I started, I got to thinking how long it's been since, those days and stuff like that. And it's been a few decades since those good old days. Like, wow, where has the time gone? All right, so that means I'm going to need some pressure conversion cubes. So we're just going to go pressure conversion cubes. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Am I making these? I don't know what I'm making anymore. We're going to grab some fused modular frames. Evil Genius and Eric were on True Space. And we're going to want some of those. Okay, so I'm going to have to take a quick little look down here. So I'm going to quickly run to the Phase 4 worksite, because I'm installing a little bit, because I don't know if I'm going to continue the Phase 5 on the Phase 4 location, or if I'm going to move to another location for Phase 5. There's no reason for me to go to another location, but, there's a couple of undeveloped areas on the map. I haven't done anything up in the desert here, nor have I really done much in the swamp. And I'm thinking I might want to desertify. I think you and Brickhead were the only ones that had max. I know a lot of you guys were, yeah, I remember a lot of you guys were using different stuff. I just don't remember what the software was. It's been so long. And hell, now I got Maya in my brain. Get rid of that. Okay, so where are we? We need to keep going down. Memories, like the moments of our life. These are not the lyrics, but I don't care. Memories of when I had hair. How many biomes are on the map? There's 1, 2. I think there's... So this is a biome. This is a biome. You know what? That's actually a pretty good question. Let's do Satisfactory biome map. There we go. That's a lovely little image there. Nope, that's the wrong image. Seriously? There we go. So technically, each of these is a different area, but there's 4 kind of major start points for biome. You can start either in the dune desert. You can start in the kind of easy one, which is the grass fields. You can start in the rocky desert, or you can start in the northern forest, and that's where we're working. So kind of our main base is right in this little area right here. So we're kind of, no, we're actually, Where are we? We are doing a quick comparison on our map. Yeah, we're kind of right in this little area right here. Yeah, Maze Canyons. Yeah, that's that lake. So that's our little lake right there. But this is all kind of, that northern forest area. So yeah. So that's how many there is, how many there isn't. That's a good question. But those are kind of your main start points. So like I say, it's just, do I want to move into the desert or do I want to keep expanding here? Because I'm going to do it the same way, is that each item is one building. I do have lots of space around here. There's lots of resources I can gather in around here. The question, of course, being is I could just do a lot of stuff over there. Question is, do I want to go somewhere else just for kind of change of scenery? Anyway, why am I here? I am here to see what exactly it is that I am making out here. So this one is doing fused modular frames. Okay, so I've got, how many do I got per minute? I have 1.5 coming out of me per minute right now. If we pop back in our modeler, I need 1. So that becomes an interesting point. Is that, oh man, I think I'm gonna have to keep everything local here. There's some weird stuff going on in the back. Can I get out? Let me out. There we go. Okay, so you're doing fused modular frames. What are you doing up here? Yeah, see, all these machines really aren't doing anything at the moment. Nuclear pasta. Oh, well, screw you. I'm just gonna start dumping you. Really? Am I finished this? Okay, this is gonna make my life a lot easier. That's a little disappointing, to be honest. Okay, well, don't have to worry about the nuclear pasta. Good lord, how big is this map? What is it? It's like 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers? I think. How big is the map? That's, again, good question. Satisfactory. How big is the map? It's approximately 47 square kilometers, including void area spans. Okay, total area includes handcrafted world, including oceans and void areas, which spans 7.972 kilometers by 8 by 7 kilometers. With a total vertical range of 2 kilometers. So we got 47 and a bit square kilometers to play around with. Playable kilometer mass is about 30. So there's a lot of stuff where we can't get into. So yeah, it's a pretty, reasonably sized world. It takes a hot minute to run across. So there is that. All right, let's drop back down here. So if I can get this nuclear pass out of the way, yeah, I mean, that's done. Okay, cool. Don't have to worry about nuclear pasta. I just have to deliver it now. Memories. I'm not gonna go memories. The breasts that are on my mind. Sweet cream. No, anyway, we're moving on. So that means whatever the hell that next thing that I need 1,000 of is actually going to be my next target. So cool. If I can get rid of the nuclear pasta, because I'm pretty sure. So boop. Complete. Cool. because some of the new stuff here is going to require getting a whole bunch more. So that was pretty straightforward. Okay, that's done. So though we have now the biomechanical sculptor, the biomechanical sculptor is going to need a bunch of fixum and the assembly. Okay, assembly director systems are being made somewhere. I really got to start labeling my buildings. Think they're going to be back there. Do I have to move the space elevator again? Because this running back and forth is... Wait. You know what? Never mind. Okay. I'm not running back. Let's just figure out what the hell I need to do for this. Nuclear pasta is done. I think it's because, yeah, we had some in the phase 4, so that's cool. Biomechanical sculptor. Let's bring up the modeler again. So we can just, you know what? Let's just get rid of that. Biomechanical. Mechanic. Bio. Where are you? Leaves biomass, wood biomass. All right, what the hell are you? Maybe you look for sculptor? There you are. Biochemical. Okay, so this is going to need assembly director bits. It's going to need Vasa. And it's going to need these guys. So Fixon, Trigon, which is these. Fix-it ingot. What are these different options that I have here? Fixite ingot. Okay, so let's go into here. I want to see what a fixite ingot is. Do we have... Okay, so we have fixite ingot in iron, which is 10. I could do it in aluminum, which is 30. Or I could do it in Caterium. That's kind of cool. So fixite's not too hard to make. That's pretty much a straight SAM ore conversion. Don't know if I want to involve aluminum, but aluminum ain't that easy, hard to do. How many do I need? So fixite, aluminum, iron, and how many am I going to be making? Again, I want 1 machine's worth. So that's going to give me 2. So 1.33, 1.33, that's nice and easy. Okay. I know I'm making these somewhere. I just have to track them down, and water's pretty straightforward. Okay, so this is our next... This is going to be our next line here. And again, reanimated SAM is just SAM ore that goes boop, 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 and works its way down. I should probably go in and unlock the rest of the other stuff. Oh, that's a good chunk of points. Boop, boop, boo. You know, oh, I did it again. I gotta stop closing that, man. Sorry, give me a sec here. I just wanted to go double check something. Okay. Now I don't remember what I was going to go check. Okay, you know what? Maybe it'll come back to me. Let's get back to home. That is something I probably do want to unlock now. Is starting to think about is getting the... don't run across in front of the train. Is the teleportation setup. So yeah, I'm gonna go unlock some more stuff here. Take a short ride on the Tube Express. I'm really tempted just to continue on in phase 4 over there. Because I've already got Sam being brought in. Because I'm already delivering my Sam right there. It's not really getting used for anything. I think right now mostly I'm sinking it. So yeah, it wouldn't take me much to redirect. I mean, for that fact, I am making it here, but yeah, I'm not going to use this as the home base area for anything but just my own kind of personal usage. Now, this is the container to get rid of some stuff here, so I just want to lose some of this nuclear pasta and send that into the sink. And of course, I'm just going to double check, make sure that is in fact what I did, and not sent those things into some other location. Nope, there goes glowy stuff. Yes. Where did that container do its dump? Oh god, what have I done? I don't remember. It's been so long. Been gone so long, so long. Where are you going? Where are you going? You are going to the sink. Okay, you are going to the sink. Good. Ooh. This is why signage is important. I'm not going to put a sign up there, but, you know, signage is really important. Okay. What to unlock here? I'm going to unlock the quantum encoding, because that's going to give me that. It's going to give me that. It's going to give me that. Ooh, all kinds of fancy stuff. All right. So that means I need to get these trigons being made. I need 400 supercomputers. You know what? Let's just get this selected. I'm going to go collect up my supercomputers. Hi, guys. Supercomputer. If I was a supercomputer, I'd be hiding right here. Okay, so we need 400. 1, 2, that's 100, 200, 300, and 400 supercomputers. I need 200 turbo motors. Turbo. Did I actually collecting turbo motors? Am I collecting turbo motors? I thought I was collecting turbo motors. I thought it was a turbo motor. Where am I oh my god, I've forgotten where I'm making turbo motors. I'm apparently not bringing any back home. Why? Why am I not bringing any back home? I mean, I got the supercomputers here. Those are radio control. That's outside. Huh! Yeah, so that's the Fixonium stuff. It seems that I'm not delivering turbo motors. Alrighty then, I'm going to see where turbo motors are being used in so I can go get myself a supply. So turbo motor, they are being used in the thermal propulsion rocket. Okay, cool. So we'll throw the supercomputers into the line. I'm gonna go... Oh, that's going all the way back. You know what? Screw it. The whole point of having 484 damn tickets is that you get to buy things. Turbo. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives me a total of 200. I know you don't like it when I do that.
Human experience, enriching both the economy and human lives since the invention of society. Congratulations, you live in a society.
Usually kind of gives me more of a passive aggressive, what the hell, dumbass. Okay, supercomputers or turbo motors. Now I need to make the trigons. Can I do the trigons up here? Yes, I can. I just need to grab myself a ingot. Do I not have the way to unlock? Thought I locked. Yeah, fixed site ingot. Oh, cannot be made. Oh. Okay, okay. So what do I need to do to make a fixed site ingot? It needs a converter. What the hell is a converter? All right, what the hell is a converter? That's not how you spell converter. That's how you spell converter. Oh, well, it's a whole ass big mass machine. Okay then. Well, okay, so that's what I need to do. I need to... I almost need to just go on a walkabout just to kind of clear my head and get the plan together here. So, big ass machine. I have my SAM ore mine over there currently, which is just, feeding back into here. So let's start off by there. However, where is my SAM ore? So I got SAM ore down here, which is already where we're working, but that's deep in a cave. I've got SAM ore over here, which I've already got rail stations for. I also have my SAM ore here, which is barely being utilized. I've got a couple of SAM ores out here. You're an impure, you're a pure. I'm gonna guess you're underground though, and I'm not tapping that one yet. Let's take a look over. Oh, that's where was it? That was out by the bauxite. Got a dismantle crate out there. I hate having dismantle crates lying around. Okay, so that's deep in the Titan Forest. Not great for getting around in there. This is ground control to Major Tom. This is where the quartz is being and Caterium is being picked up. That's not that far away. That's just down by the coal, so that should be just over there. All right, let's go do some prospecting again. Well, not really prospecting, more surveying. Sorry, I'm back. Oh, ain't that grand. Sorry to laugh, but... Sorry, pardon me. Kind of a random Okay, so apparently I've got Sam out here somewhere. See, part of my consideration of how I do things is how much fun it's going to be to actually do it. Oh, no, that's fine, man. All I'm doing, I honestly have done nothing. I've been trying to make a decision. It's not going well. Of where I want to set up and what's the next thing I want to do. 325 meters this way. I'm going to fall into the sky momentarily, but that's okay. Oh. Can I catch the ledge here, though? So you're hiding. Get my jetpack on. Where are you hiding? Oh, you're underground, aren't you? And I have no idea where your cave entrance is. Yeah, I'm not sure how much Sam I'm going to need. All right, let's have a quick trip across a bridge. And remember, I do have drones. Completely not running on batteries. Ow. That's one reason my arm is cramping up. Non-ergonomics in keyboard. Okay, come on. Let's get over to... No, this has no voxel deformation. The ground is the ground. Some of the trees are some of the trees. So yeah, no manipulation that way. Yeah, I guess I can just take this up. Okay. That would be this tube. Alright, so I am dragging Sam ore from here. Not much at a time. I should probably put on the hover pack now, so let's just quickly, whoops. Swap that in so we can do a quick float up. I need a door to the cave. Did I not leave myself a way to get up in there again? Well, that seems rather silly. I left no door. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so... And I could probably absolutely increase the amount that I'm pulling out of here. Because that is only a Mark II, isn't it? Or are you a Mark III? Yes, you're only a Mark II. Let's actually upgrade you to a Mark III miner. Make sure you get all your power crystals. So yeah, I got 600 per minute. So that's okay. I'm gonna have lots there. So yeah, I'm not gonna have to worry about tapping any other Sam ore mines. Just what do I want to do with the ore that I'm pulling out of this belt? Hello, there it is. So I could easily bring another train in. Don't really have room here for kind of a big ingot manufacturing. I'm gonna just though. I'm just gonna clean this up out of a distraction. All right. So how much can one of these? Where can I do this? Converter. What do I need? Oh, wow. Wow. These things are expensive. Ouch. Owie, owie, owie. Okay. So again, kind of why I'm hemming and hawing and flipping and flapping and just rattling my gums here is because this is new technology. I've never worked with this stuff before. This is literally the first time you saw the converter was the first time I saw that converter. So I'm just kind of having to figure out how I want to do this. I mean, I've played enough hours, enough thousands of hours with the other stuff that I have at least a kind of an idea how much space I need for it. It's reverse strat path. This new Fixonium stuff, no freaking clue. Uh-oh, frame rate drop. Stat, FPS. Did not take. Stat, FPS. Oh, spelling helps. So, not working. Stat, FPS. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're back up to 60. So I could. No, and then as soon as it immediately dropped. All right, let me get a converter queued up. Wait a minute. Do I have turbo motors? Oh, there's my turbo motors. Figured out. Found them. Keep forgetting that we have the dimensional depots. Okay, so we're gonna need 100 of those. Okay, let's get these. Let's get one of these guys built. Just so I can see what the hell I'm up against here. Because like I said, I'm completely and utterly dealing with new technology here. So I have to figure this nonsense out. Okay, so... Ow. So if it's iron, that's going to give me 10 per minute. That is a lot of ingots. Ow. That's a lot of ingots. Ow. Okay, so let's do a little bit of does he have a clue about what's going on here? Yeah, a mild clue. At least it's not completely new, unknown stuff. It's just this, it's the specifics. So at least I know what building I need to hang out in. Fixite ingot. Here we go. So aluminum. So what I'm going to do here is I just want to do a comparative. So fixite ingot deuterium and fixite ingot iron, just so I can see which one is going to be the more practical. I got it super lucky on my SE spawn. Hit a supply depot by the first night right in the middle of an ore field. All the terrestrial ores are within 2 kilometers of the depot, including underground ice. Nice. Yeah, those are kind of sweet. Is that since the Apex update, or is that before the Apex update? Because one of the things I like most about the Apex update is that mobile rover is that we're not, dealing with that stupid puck anymore. We actually have a way of moving to a better location. Okay, there. Pure aluminum ingots. I actually have recipes, so I just want to see the base numbers here. Deuterium is pretty cheap. Yeah, cool. And, oops, not resign, iron ingot. Okay, so, just to get a baseline, 10, oh, not 10 machines, one machine, one machine, one machine. All right, so looking at my values here, Deuterium is going to give me 15 per minute. 200 set up at least one spot for each ore. Yeah, I usually do that with my iron, as you obviously they're seeing in the series, which was kind of nice, by the way, having that one view from Monday to Friday, knowing that you had watched it. So thank you very much for that. And again, thank you for becoming a channel member and supporting me. I really do appreciate it, buddy. To a fighting refinery station, yeah. Yeah, so it's this, what are you going to use? Conveyors and stuff like that. But yeah, I usually only set up for things I'm going to need lots of. So if I'm going to need building spaceships, so I need supercomputers, I'll do it on my gold. I'll definitely do it on my iron. But most of the other things like cobalt and your silver and stuff like that, once you get a solid load, you really don't need to go back for much more. Or at least by the time you kind of wander off. So yeah, I play Space Engineers like I play Satisfactory. I don't make mega stuff. I make just enough stuff. All right. So. The question, I guess, really does come up to, whoops. I want to keep the monitor going. Really does come down to is how many of these am I going to need at any given moment? So I need 40 here for the biochemical sculptor. If I need 240, and that's 40 per minute. That's like a lot of that. That's a lot. That's way too much. Okay, so iron is out of the question. So I'm going to eliminate the iron. No, I'm not going to use the iron ingots. It's whether or not I want to do 1.25 or a little bit of math in here. What's 40 divided by 15? 2.66. So that's, that's 150 aluminum ingots, which are a lot more involved. Or 10 Deuterium. And how much Deuterium am I not utilizing yet? So my Deuterium ore. Ooh. Deuterium ore is starting to get a little bit utilized. But I do have some more. Now, what can I do here? What's going to be more fun? I really do. I think what I'm going to just do is find a location and maximize Deuterium mining, which is going to be easy because I have blueprints for those. So I got a Deuterium here. What are you? Oh, you're up here. Okay. So if you're pure, I've got a train line running this way. Sorry, I fell back on a thing. Update. I set up static. Now I just need to connect them to refinery. It's more for RP. More for RP for me. I'm playing as a lazy engineer. It's been tasked to set up automated resource gathering and processing on every planet in the system. I also need to build a terrestrial and orbital station and shipyard before the end of the series. Awesome. No, that sounds great, man. I have very little. I just kind of wander around and do the same thing. That's my big thing. I mean, I love that scenario. That's an awesome scenario that gives you an actual direction. Mine is just, okay, I'm here. Now what am I doing? So the quest for peace is get to the farm. That's kind of the big thing there. And, you know, and it's the friends we make along the way. But, yeah, I'm putting more thought into Andrew Man Gaming series. I'm kind of writing story for him and setting up stuff for him, just because, again, you know, you try to set up your own conflicts, right? So he wanted some random stuff. Meanwhile, me, I'm just, we'll see in the next episode, dealing with pirates and possibly not well. Okay, I keep stalling here. Why do I keep stalling? Because I'm not still, it's this indecisiveness. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a run out. Yeah, let's take a look at that pure node there. So we're going to have a quick boo. I'm going to hope my frame rates come back up to 60 because we're hitting around 30 at the moment, and that ain't great. Where am I? Okay, so I'm going to head over to the western oil fields. No worries, man. I literally am just stalling. I'm trying to think about what the hell am I going to be doing now for the next, few hours here. So I just, it's keeping everyone distracted at the moment. Because there's literally nothing else happening. I've been at this now an hour, and I've accomplished nothing in that hour. So, distract away, man. Distract away. Okay. Western oil fields. Let's see if we can't track down that Deuterium node. I think it might be up on the plateau up there. Which means I would actually have to go past the aluminum area to get to it, but I don't know. Let's first figure out where that is and go from there. At least I got, tracks already going up and down into that region. Okay, we need to go this way now. I do just like kind of wandering the map here, especially these. I'm a big fan of causeways. They just add that nice little bit of extra interest in there. Kind of Romanesque. It's like the Roman aqueducts, right? How is they just kind of give that little bit of to the environment. Just has that presence known. Okay, where is that Deuterium? Can I do a scan while I'm in here? No, of course I can't. It could be up in there. No, it's way over here. Okay, so it is there somewhere. Easiest way for me to get up there. So this won't get me far, but if I can make this ledge here, I can then switch to the jetpack and keep moving up. Oh, frames not good. I've yet to find out what the hell is causing this. All right, anything gonna eat my face while I'm here? And we're back to 60. It's got to be the machineries. It's got to be the machines. Okay, so map. Straight this way. To the dark, scary jungle. Oh, hello. Hello. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? Looked for the Caterium, came for the Caterium, found the Sam. Okay, so plan is developing. Ideas are forming. Run away from the big scary monsters. Because I'm really... Oh, ow. Because I've got stuff over here already. Okay. Plan crystallizing. Plan is crystallizing. Between the SAM ore and the Caterium ore being reasonably close together, let's figure out where actually that Caterium is. So, Caterium. Hiding in the trees. Here you are. Aha! Okay, so I got my Caterium here, the SAM ore. Ouch. Oh, big ass spider. Ow! Yeah, okay. Where's my gun? Hello? Oh, fell off. I think he fell. All right, let's, I lost it. Where'd it go? I need to clear the ground here. Okay, I did try out that pipeline and power line mod I told you about. It's kind of finicky, but once you get the hang of it, it's really cool. I'm guessing the stuttering is being caused by the terrain loading and machine. Yeah, yeah, that's probably as good as explanation as I could definitely come up with, which is, yeah, I can probably not come up with an explanation at all. Okay, so right over there. All I know is it's annoying and I haven't found the fix for it yet. That's the funny thing. When I diagnose things, so, you know, I spent a good 8 years doing my own kind of computer fixing, repairing, diagnosing, selling. Back around just before Y2K and just after Y2K. I honestly, a lot of times when a client had a problem with the machine, I don't really need to figure out why the thing is broken. All I care about is how to get around it, how to fix it. Okay, so there's my Caterium. And we'll just clear a little bit more of the bush there. Now let's bring the SAM out. So the SAM, I think, was just down there. I hear you back there. Ow. Yay! No. Go away. Oh, he's about to kill me, so I'm gonna duck underneath here. Oh yeah, okay. And we'll come over here. Oh, Jesus, he's right there. Okay, guys, I'm trying to work here. And yeah, I know I could turn off the hostile critters, but why? I'd rather have the destruction. Or the destruction, the distraction. Come on, die already. I need myself some room here. Okay, who's still around? Oh, hello. Sorry, I'll read your notes here in just, or comments in a second here, Lee. Let me just deal with these guys. Okay, that's got him. The irony is that this is not where I'm actually going to need to be. Ah! And pick that up. Okay. The developers need to move the process to separate threads. Most CPUs are at least 4 core and 8 threads, but they still don't, yeah. Whatever it is, it's annoying. Okay, Samor, where are you? You're right down there. We're gonna take a hit of this. We're gonna go back to this, and we're gonna start shooting into the ground. Actually, we'll just grab our explosives. And boom. There you are. There's some radiation stuff around here too. Okay, so Sam is here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a marker down where I'm currently at. Right there. No, come on. New map. Why will you not? You know what? Screw you. Okay. And I have okay, so the Sam is here. Sam here. Oh, there it goes again. And whatever the cause, it's annoying. And how far is it to these stations here? Because, ooh, look at this nice big terrain. Look at all this space. Yep. I think I know what I'm gonna do. We have a plan. We have a slow frame rate plan. Gonna be a slideshow plan. You know, there was a time back in the day, and we go up, we go down, where I would have been happy with 30 frames or even 25 frames. Not anymore, man. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to set up a fixite ingot factory just right on this platform, or this bit of terrain here. Yeah, you may not be able to move the terrain, but most of the bush you can get rid of because it is a resource. All these trees and stuff actually are fuel and resources for early game stuff. So I'm going to pull all of this stuff out of here. Lots of explosions. Ow! I got trigger happy, and I blew up my face. Because I have a train station and access to rail right over here. So what I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I need to go back to the hover pack. Because I need an aerial view here. Okay, so Sam is just over there. Caterium is just over there. I have rail going through here. Eventually I need to get over there. Of course, I can just go through this way. What I could do is, instead of having this track go this way to eventually drop down, which I don't really need it to, I can redirect through there, and then I can push these guys out to there. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. So I need to grab some foundations here. I like big guns, and I cannot lie. So we're going to have the track come through here. Let's just get rid of this. And get rid of all of these. Because don't need any of you guys. Nothing of them. See, I knew I'd end up back here at some point. There is no reason for you to be falling. Okay, and so the track will come from here. And then I can just hook her into... See how you want to take this corner. So if I take this piece off, that signal off. Come on, go away. And then I grab you and curve you to there. Plug you into there. Bring you around to through here. I may have to move some stuff. It's okay. Oops. We can get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. Grab some track. Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly it. Think about all the variables and then forget everything you just thought about. Okay, so that means you're going to go through that way. So we can get rid of this part. Like that. I can now disconnect this part of the track. Like that. And then I can, you can get rid of all this as well. And I think I just cut power to some things. That's okay. We can reestablish that. I want to just clean all of this out. Like that. Get rid of that. All of this business can go now. Like that. And then for power lines, connect into there. And we'll just bring some power lines, probably temporarily, like this. Like that. Just so I can get some power back into the station. Because this guy is collecting bauxite. I do not want him running out. The irony is, I could do the... Oh, see, I'm collecting bauxite right here. But bauxite requires things like coal and all that other nonsense, so... Yeah, no. Alright, do I have a power line down here somewhere? Yeah, I do. Let's lose this. I hear someone walking around me. A little disconcerting. I don't think it's me making the grass rustle. Oh, of course, you're going right up into, so... Okay, let's grab that. Try to line you up underneath. We'll do some nudging. There we go. So the line transfers to the underground, and then I can plug that back into there, and that should bring power back to everybody. Yes, it does. I mean, the train station gets powered by the rail, so that was not a problem, but I need to make sure that the miner is also operational. And are you, in fact, operational? You are, in fact, operational. Go sports team. Just to confirm. Yep. I could have gone with the noise, but I was already in the process. Okay, cool. So that gives me a way to go around. Again, I'll be spending some time out here cleaning up, but yeah, that's going to be the fixed site, ingot site, and that will supply all of my stuff. Yep. Excellent. Frame rate's back up to 60, so that's good. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a few minute break. And we'll get into making some fix-it ingots. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with much relief. Okay, so first thing we need to do is let's get some track running over to the new location. Again, I want to clear up a little bit of the terrain around here. Let's not blow my phone face up this time. There we go. And okay, so do I want to go fancy here? I don't think I necessarily need to. Maybe. What have I got in the way of rail stuff? So I have this guy. I've got up and downies. I've got that. I've got that. I've got... Oh, there's a bunch of rocks down there I can blow up. That is a turnaround, but we don't need that. That's a roundabout cross. That's an up down. That's a one of them. That's a one of them. That's a just a straight kind of platform there. That's one of those. That's one of the big fancy guys. Maybe what I'll do is use one of these big fancy guys here. I love the vertical nudge. Let's get you there and let's move you into position. Like so, and I'm just going to shove you further down. How many am I going to shove you down? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a single foundation. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be 3 foundations. Whoops. Need to do that button. And then we can connect these guys up. And then we can bring that down to there. Okay, so that's one. I think now we'll just use snap to blueprint with the auto connect. Single click and push you that away. Like so. Stick near these tracks here so I don't fall out of the sky. Let's see how far I can stretch these guys over. To right. Right about there? Right about there. Okay. And we'll just anchor you down. That should be anchored enough. Okay. So, this is going to be the train height. We're going to come out and we're just going to now build a nice big ass platform. So I'm going to extend the asphalt and then we're going to go grab ourselves some nice concrete. Big foundation. And get all of this in place. Just like so. All right. Now, next question is, or at least to remind myself, that's the Caterium, yes? So just to confirm that that's my Caterium node. Yes, it is. Okay. What is down there? Oh. Oh, that's I think that's right above the quartz. I think I know where that is. That should be some quartz nodes down there. Or maybe not. No, maybe not. Anyway, scary looking cave. Let's not play with the scary looking cave just yet. Let's get back to the not so scary railroad tracks. or monorail tracks. Anyway, we need to bring a track out here so I can continue to hover. Okay, so the Caterium is right there. The Sam ore is not there. It is somewhere else. Let me grab some power lines. I need to plot my route. So I'm just going to use some temporary power lines here to give me a way to move around. Oh, you're not connected in the backside. Of course you're not. I put the track down. I did not connect the power lines. These need to be connected as well. Hey, Valius. Nothing down there, but a lot of nice things. That kind of makes me want to have to go take a look. Okay. Let's just do... I don't want to do anything that is going to be ugly, but I just want to kind of get my power lines run down there. And then we can cross over. We can't. We'll just keep doing this. Nope, that's in the wrong place. And yes, if it's off by one, I will delete it and do it again. Again. Okay, now I have power. Where was that giant cave? I want to go look. I actually want to go explore down there now. I mean, I already lost the hole. There it is. I want to go look and see what is down here. And we're going to do that just by stringing some power lines. So I thought this was where the quartz was, but if it ain't, yeah, I know you're there. It's probably crawling with a bunch of spiders. Yeah, we can go there. Pretty. Like, talk about getting squirreled. What freaking cave is this? There's just going to be a bunch of random power lines down here for no reason at some point. Have I never been in this cave network before? Could it be all those years, all those hours of playing this game? I have never actually been in here. I mean, there's a good supply of slugs if I actually needed them. I hate those stupid flying critters, or the bugs, burster bugs, whatever you want to call them. Hey, there are all the little creepy crawly bastards. Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? You know, I got some special things for you. There you are. This is purely out of malice. I just don't like the spiders. I really don't like these guys. I hear you creeping. Sorry, just popping out for a quick sec. Gotta go check something here. There we go. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's down here. I'm gonna keep exploring. Oh, I hear one of you. Yeah, sure, I'll grab this guy here. He's calling to me. Got some mushrooms. Okay, we're back out to here. I can see that we're close to the power station. Drop down. Nope. Swim, swim, swim. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. Gotta make sure you have a fresh magazine before you shoot those things. There we go. So reload. There we go. Mostly I'm just curious, Velas, is where the hell am I? But yeah, I can see. Oh jeez, they got out. Die. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Crap. Is more or less. Oh, there is where you're coming from. Oh, what you doing up there, little buddy? You gonna be okay? It's just where I am. Now I know where I am. Okay. Distraction over. Let's get back. Oh, let's get back. Get back. Get back to what you were doing. Get back. Get back. And up we go. Yep, that killed about 25 minutes of me just wandering in a cave aimlessly. Now that's some quality entertainment, isn't it, folks? Okay, I actually was looking for where the hell my salmon ore is again. It is nearby. I know I could look at the map, but... Okay, 206 meters that way. That means... So I'm kind of also surveying the routes that everything's going to take. Really need to let those things actually touch down on the ground. So we'll put that there. I like exploration. I do too. As long as it's purposeful. Okay, there's the nitrogen over there. You know, your world's starting to get where it needs to be, is that no matter where you look, you see some part of your presence. Like way over there, that's, yeah, we can see the nuclear stuff, and yeah, there's the nuclear reactors right there. There's the nitrogen gas right there. Distance down to sunder. Listen to the thunder. That didn't go as far as I wanted. I kind of drifted off there for a second. Forgot what I was doing over here. Oops, Sam, or that away. There you are. Found you. Okay, let's go to this. And, oh man, I am running low on all of my ammos. So there was one mod I used to use back in the day that was essentially a rocket launcher. And you could just pickle these things off like boom, boom, boom. Really made terrain clearing a lot more fun and easy. Get these trees? No. How about now? Nope. Okay, so what I think now, I'm kind of starting to feel like it's unwarranted destruction, but you know. So what I think I'm gonna do here, so general idea is that we kind of have this nice little bit of pass through here that is kind of, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll bring down through here belt line. How did you not blow up? There we go. It's right down to there, so I'll build like a little bit of a platforming right here, which is going to work off of from there. Then we bring both of the ores over to here, because it's going to need both the Caterium and the, obviously the Sam ore for the... Ooh. Actually, we'll just build the whole factory floor right above there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so that means I'm going to come all the way through here. Let's let those build out. So we'll put the factory right over here. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need for it. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually build it to maximize the SAM ore. It'll be one of those rare things where I just go for broke. So, again, focusing. Okay, so let's grab some power lines so I can get down there. Power line's too long. I will replace all these power lines with proper ones. You know what I don't use enough of? The big guys. Oh, come on. Really? Down to 13. Cool. What am I missing? I'm missing a couple of those. Okay, I'm going to give it a few minutes to see if it'll straighten itself out again this time. And there it goes. No sooner said than done. Okay, I need to build a portable miner. Because what I need to do is see what the maximum I'm going to get out of there. I mean, I pretty much have a solid idea already, but I want to confirm my numbers. Again, I'll delete him in a minute. So that's going to give me... Okay, yeah, because it's pure. So... Shoot. What does it take to get the Phase 5 belts, or the next layer of belts? So 960, 720. I'm currently at 780 tapped out, because I've only got the Mark 5 belts. So we can go maximum here, which is good. So 780. All right. So looking at our ingot and our fixed site ingot, and if I go to my Caterium line here, I don't have any coal nearby, do I? No, I don't. I don't really have any water nearby, do I? No, and I don't like doing refineries. So 15 per minute. Off of 3. Okay. To the modeler! Yeah, so that is already... and there we go. Okay, so I have 780. That's 2.6. If I go to 3 machines, 4, 5 is too much, so we're talking 4.5. No, we're talking 4.25. All right, so we're going to say 4 of these guys right here. That's 720, at least until I can unlock the belts, and it's a nice round number. That's going to give me 60 of these guys, which is going to be enough to start putting into here. So that eliminates this production line. So Caterium, or SAM ore, I'm also going to need 720. Ooh. No, I'm not. What happened here? Why did you break? Yeah, okay. So it's going to be 6 constructors. Can I get 720 out of that SAM node? So the SAM node is going to be the limiting factor. It's over this way. Going to need to make sure I get some power down there as well. Frame rate just keeps trying to threaten to go bye-bye. Now, you're what? You're normal? Yeah. It's speaking. I need some more miners. That really, and not in context, sounds very bad. I need some more portable miners. And again, we'll just do a temporary one of these. I'm going to make a bunch. And while that's doing that, I can kind of sort out and clean up my inventory here a little bit. I forgot to leave my tickets at home. Okay, 6 is enough. That'll give me 2 more of the big machines. Okay, there. Production, miner. Boom. So it looks like it's a 1-to-1 on ore, and I think I'm going to only be able to maximize up to 600 on this guy, right? Yeah, so 600. I hear you. So 600. Okay, so that is gonna be me again, stupidly closing frickin' modeler. I gotta stop doing that. I only want to minimize you. I don't want you to close. All right, so that brings this down to what, 3.5. Unless I have a deposit station as well. Oh, because I can also grab more Caterium. So I have different areas I can grab more Caterium. I have different areas I can grab more SAM ore. Yep, okay. So I need a drop-off stations, and then I need a pickup station. So 3 rail spurs is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need to restart Satisfactory. because this is getting ridiculous. It needs to properly load this area. There is a lot of limestone up here. Okay, let's save the game. So it's going to be 47 will be the next one. So 46 is the start of this one. 47 will be the next one. So I'm going to hit save. And we are going to exit to main menu. At least Satisfactory category autos and vehicles. Say what? No, boy, did I screw up that beginning this morning. Let's continue the game. And hopefully that gives me my frames back. And we are rocking the 60 frames. Perfect. Okay, so like I said, I want a bunch of train stations. Oh, I'm not zooping anymore. Need to zoop. Need the zoop, man. Hey, man, can you fix me up with some zoop? And we'll go like that. And we'll go back the other way. And the other way. And the other way. Pardon me. We'll blow up a tree. All right, so train come through here. Train turn corner. All train turn corner. Train turn corner to here. I'm going to start the straight section just to make sure that everything's nice and lined up. There we go. And then we can plug into there. So choo-choo come through here. Choo-choo come through here. And then choo-choos will go to their respective stations heading out, which means the first train possible, or train station possible, is going to be right along this line here. We're going to need 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that going to be enough space for me to rejoin up there? I think I need to come back a little bit further. I'm going to come back by 6 more. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll bring that out. Like this. Okay, and then I can delete you, delete you. So we're going to be right on this line here, which means I need a track. That's going to go back that way to there. And remove this little bit so I can move you to there. And again, I just like to figure it out. It is. I like to put my straight sections in just to make sure I eliminate any possible weird curvature stuff going on. And then you can go to there. Then we can grab our actual train station. Make sure you're facing the correct way. Yes, you are. And we'll line you up to there. Switch it over to a freight platform, which will throw that way. And then I'm just going to put in some of these little guys here. 1 and 2. I don't think I'm ever going to need more than 3 distance. And then coming off the back here. And so, yeah, just again, so what I'm counting here is it takes 3 foundations. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if it's the back edge, it lines to the back edge. And that's your kind of shortest basic curve that you can make. And you can see that it really doesn't want to go anywhere else. It really does like being there. If I take this one out and this one out, I actually yeah, you can see that it does want to just go to there, which is then goes to there. So yeah, that's your track length. Oh, I missed a little bit. Yeah, you can be off by like a meter, but okay. So I'm gonna again. I like to do the little straight section here because it holds everyone in place. Then we can come back. Brain, don't stop working on for me now, dude. You hang in there, little fella. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's one station. Let's clear out some more brush. So yeah, there might be, you know, when I kind of come into a new section, I might kind of wander around a little bit, but I always get a little bit excited when I got a concept anyway, because now it's just, okay, this got to go there, this got to go there. It just becomes a kind of pure flow problem solving at that point in time. And the big kind of trick with that is never to be afraid to delete everything you've just done. And really that kind of, especially in a creative endeavor. So, you know, I'm in the commercial arts, film and television, VFX, 3D animation, 3D modeling, compositing. And one of the things, and of course I teach it, one of the things that I always make sure my students know is that do not get precious with the final product because you have no say in that. And it's kind of the same thing here, is that I have no real loyalty to what the final thing is going to look like. What I have is the process of getting the materials and getting the things done. You follow kind of your basic rules, quote unquote. Whatever else you're doing will just kind of take care of itself at that point in time. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm just going to put in some extra platforms here. So this will be the outgoing Ixonium ingots. This will be for either any more incoming Caterium. More importantly, this, you know, one of these will also be for more SAM ore. I'm going to need SAM ore immediately to start bringing in because I'm going to maximize what my miner can do right now for the Caterium, which is 720 until I can get back to home base and have a look at where the Mark 5 or the Mark 6 belts are. Because I'd like to get those going, but once I get the Mark 6, I'm definitely going to need more SAM ore than Caterium, because the maximum that SAM location can do is 600, whereas the maximum this location can do is 1200. So it's a 2 to 1. But I'm going to build it in such a way as that I can, you know, just keep expanding and keep expanding and keep expanding. Especially when the fact that I've got things like Caterium blueprints and whatnot makes that a lot easier. All right, so let's get a nice big ass platform going here. Actually, what I should be doing is using... Yeah, I should be using my proper floor blueprint so I can start getting everything established here. So I'm going to clean these guys up. Like so. There we go. Like so. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to come out No, we're gonna go to our blueprints. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Let's go. Where are you? You are where? 2, yeah, 3, 4. There you are. So we're just going to use the old hold in place. Let's drop you down. Get you lined up. And do I want the floor to start right there? No, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 3 foundations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's come back a couple of foundations. Then we'll connect the big guys here to the little guys back there, and that's where we're going to start building our factories up. Okay. Move the tree. And we're going that away, so we are going to grab these guys here. Let's switch to blueprint snapping. That way I can go like that. So we'll start with 6 platforms. Okay, excellent. Then we can go into our blueprints. Production. Quick wire? No, I don't want quick wire. I just want deuterium smelter. There we go. What am I missing? Missing concrete. Oh, okay. I have to wait for my concrete to build up. I will start you over here when I do get that. All right, you know what? I'm going to take a quick trip back. Let's do this. Let's go take a trip back to home base. That way I can see where my Mark 6 belts belong. I don't have an entrance hooked up there, so we'll have to do it this way. We'll just zip down to here. Why are you two not even plugged in? Can we get you guys plugged in? That's because I need to, okay. Here we go. Okay, so we'll take a trip past the aluminum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. I'll put like a little arch or something underneath that span of track at some point. What I'm doing right now with the way my brain kind of works is I just have a look and I just start throwing ideas out and whatnot. You know, nothing that I'm gonna get to right away. But as I look back, and the more ideas and kind of the more solid the concept becomes for me, if that makes sense, it just kind of crystallizes the plan just a little bit more. Okay, and we'll head this way. I mean, it's a bit of a trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go grab myself a crap ton of concrete, as well as I want to see where those new belts are. But it's not really critical that I have those belts now because, you know, I can use transportation. So the extra SAM ore, I'm just going to start pulling from over there. So I'll get the extra 120 that I need from the one that we're approaching now, because I definitely got the overhead on that one. Where am I going? No. Oh, no, I do want to go this way because I want to go... No. I want to go back home. I forgot to switch lines on the this track splitter there. It always defaults to the left path. You can see there that we're going to now take the proper left path. Oh, that hill took a little effort. And back down through here. And away we go. Of course, the irony is that I probably have all the concrete I'm going to need for that setup already in the Dimensional Depot, but I'm going to be dropping a bunch of things at the same time. All right, let's get E, and that'll switch our track, and we'll just plant our face right into a wall. Okay, like I said, I want to see where the Mark 6 belts are. Peak efficiency. Actually, let's select this milestone instead. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Let's get this unlocked here first. Now, it's not gonna undo anything that I've already got in there. It just means, that's a lot of steel plate. That is a lot of steel plate, so we'll just do that. Grab every bit of steel plate we have. We'll run back over to here. We'll throw it into the into there. That still wasn't enough. Wow, that's an entire container worth of steel plate. Not just a small container, that's a large container. So that's gonna take me a while to build my steel plate up. Ouch. Still not all of it. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go get the aluminum now. Also grab some of you. So we'll need 1, 2, and I'll grab 3. I don't. What are those? Alcad sheets. I need 5,000 of these, so we'll just again grab a whole bunch. I may have to do some upgrades on the steel plate there, because that's going to take a while to reload. Oh, actually, also while I'm here, won't need these anymore. Let's put those away. All the Alcad sheets. Time crystals. I have to make time crystals. How do I make time crystals? Not lime. Time. I cannot make time crystals. Where does it take to make time crystals? Dark matter crystals. Nope. Okay, so those are... Oh, there they are. Ugh. You know, by the time I actually get to these, I'm not going to need these. Like, why? Put them in the tier 8 or tier 7 or something. Jeez. Like, this is... Excuse my language. This is bleeping pointless. Because, why? You're already done. Why do you even give a crap about having these portals if you don't need them anymore? The whole point of the portal is to get quickly from one point to the other. It's not just so I can go for a fucking walk. It's so I can get some efficiency. Like, no, this is stupid. No, I'm sorry. This is not... This pisses me off, to be quite frank. Absolutely pisses me off that they're that far up there. And it's not that... And they're hidden behind crystal oscillators. Like, really? Why did you bother? Like, really? Why did you freaking bother? Oh my god. Anyway. What was I doing? Besides ranting. Yeah, I still need these stupid ass ingots too, and I still need these stupid time crystals. What is a time crystal? Needs diamonds. Oh, okay. And diamonds are made from coal. That actually makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let's go throw the rest of these LCAT sheets back. We'll put those back in there. That's still not loading very fast. Let's see what I can do to help that out. So steel plates are buried in here somewhere. There you are. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? You are coming from up here. How much effort is it? Get up here. Yeah, okay, so I just need to get some more speed into the belts, it looks like, because, you know, we're running Mark 1 belts back here. Probably shouldn't have dumped all my steel plates into the Mark 6 belts there, but it is what it is. Okay, so I can't really increase the speed much more because I am being limited by this belt. However, I can upgrade some belts. So let's do some belt upgrades here, making sure we get in between. Because right now we're limited at 480. I want to get the full 780 or whatever it is. Let's make sure we're getting more flowing. And that should be a Mark. That's a Mark 5. Yep, that's already Mark 5. Mark 5, okay. All right. Okay, well, we'll just let that do its thing. Let's go grab some concrete. Take some stairs up this time. I'm just going to let that refill. I'm going to be very, very spicy about where those stupid ass portals are, but that's okay. I like my hypertube network. Quick question here. Is there coal nearby where I currently am? Who is broken? Oh, I have to go fix that. I've got to redo the signal. Okay, so there's lots of coal down here, so I can build diamonds in that same factory. Okay. Let's grab the concrete. Let's get back. We'll fix up the bauxite train. When I moved the track, I forgot to put I didn't put the signals back in, and I think I messed them up a little bit. All right, so we'll load up on all that concrete. We'll throw a couple back because I also need to grab a little bit more ammo now. While I'm here, let's reload. Yeah, you. So we get all our bang bang stuff down here. So I'm gonna grab one of those. Oh, nope, not one of those. I want. Where's the homing ammo? There's my homing ammo. So we'll grab one of those. We'll grab none of those. I'm good on those. Do need another stack of those. All right, and then we can go back to the critter depositing of bits. I should check in with the boys and see how they're doing. So we'll throw that there. Let's go check on Bob and Doug and Matt. How you doing, Bob? Thank you. Good boy. How you doing, Mac? Thank you. And Doug. Oh. Hey, Paul Snowblix. Good doggos. I know. I keep promising you your fourth brother. I'll get there. Okay, and back we go. Imagine if we had dimensional doorways that didn't, you know, stop. Aluminum. And we can just take the left path here. Still rocking the 60 frames, which is good. And take the left path again. Yeah, it's interesting. That was really my only solution back there. But again, it's just about making that visual interest. It's greebling on a planetary surface. I actually have a lot of coal and stuff already set up over here for diamonds and whatnot. So I'm just going to take a little diversion here to the coal depot, just to see how much I've still got available here. So instead of me having to worry about tapping up in the top here, if I've already got ready to go stations, like here. So you're probably carrying bauxite and coal. Did that train straighten itself out? Nope. It's still sitting down there. But yeah, so I've got lots of coal. I've got kind of train station infrastructure already set up, so it wouldn't be that hard for me to put another station in right beside these guys here. So lots of coal availability. Plus the nodes that are actually near where we're going to be doing our fixite stuff. Oh my god, that hold music is stuck in my head. Oh look, there's a Samor right there. What's your deal, buddy? What is your deal? You're an impure. Yeah, you can just stay right the hell there. Where's the way up the hill? That's the way up the hill. And don't get distracted by the nice, easy to access Samor in the middle of the lake, because it sucks. And we're caught up to the train. We do bouncy hoppy and bouncy hoppy and bouncy hoppy. And over we go. I don't know why I feel the need to aim my hammer down the path. That's a lot of radiation. Okay, where am I messing you up? This is where I'm messing you up, because you're looping through. So we are going to put a block signal there. One there, and that's going to free these guys up. Actually, I should probably have a block signal there. And we'll put a pass signal in right there. Nope, we're going to change you to a block signal. Yeah, Yep. Okay. Do I need to do anything else over here? Yeah, that's a big section. Especially if I have more than one guy come this way. Could you please flip to this side of the track? Thank you. All right, we'll just isolate all that. So that's the signaling that is absolutely necessary. And see, this is when I'm talking about the floating platforms. This is the kind of shit that it gets on my teeth after a while, and it is something that I will generate. I mean, it's not enough of a nuisance that I'm going to immediately and start putting stuff down here, but it is definitely something that will get done. All right, let's lose these trees. And we can get our Caterium ingot factories in. So parts in is there. We'll put one there. And we'll put one there, just in case I need that extra one right away. That's actually my main input over here, so I've got this whole building facing the wrong way. But you know what? Easy to fix. Door. Floaty. Fly. I need to figure out where everything's going. Okay, so that should face that way. That puts the gate that way. That's the sign that tells me how many ingots and how much Caterium do I need. So 360, so 2 of these. Yeah, okay. That'll give me 240. All right, I'm going to take another quick break here, and I'll be right back, and we'll get at least the Caterium ingots hooked up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so that makes the numbers nice and easy here. Let's get the same thing set up over on this side, which is going to be big door facing that way. Okay, so this will be kind of a straightforward drop. Maybe right about here, so right in the corner here. I'm gonna grab myself a wall and just drop it down to the ground. And we'll come down a little bit more. Now for here, I need to kind of get an idea. So we'll snap the grid. I won't be using the grid because nothing I've got so far is really on the grid. You can see it's just off by a little bit. But what this is going to do, it's going to give me the height that I actually need. So if we come down to here and then I plumb out. And then I can clear up these guys. Oh, let's try that again. Grab you guys. And we'll get rid of these guys here. Yeah, I'm not sure where I came off the world grid, but I am definitely off the world grid now. Okay, so we're going to come... Oh, invalid placement. What are you passing through? You're passing through a little chunk of sulfur here. Here we go. And all the way up to there. And like so, we can now grab, hopefully it's not too tall. Nope, we're locked in. Put you there. We'll make this a nice little bit of a bridgey here. In fact, we'll get rid of that corner bit there. I'm gonna build this out a little bit more. And let's throw some explosives around. Willy-nilly. Grab a mining hut. Mining hut, mining hut. It's a little mining hut. Does it stand on a source? No, it's not a horse. Hey there. There goes the mining hut. Alright. How are we doing here? Let's come forward a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Very important that you get things lined up the way you like them. Okay, there we go. So then we can go like that. Mining causeway. Causeway for convert. Ooh, yeah. Pretty. A little bit on the halfway marks, but you know what? I can work with that. And we're going to actually go all the way up against this building here. Yeah. Like that? Do I want to go like that? Is that what I want? Is that what I really, really want? Yeah, I think that is what I want. What I really, really want. We're going to put that there. We're going to do a little bit of modification here. We're going to grab our flat glass roof to there. We can go to this menu, but I can get my slopey slopes. I want my inverted slopey slope. Like that. And come on, like that. There's our doorway, and we'll just put a couple more of these. I missed. To kind of fill it in. Fill it in. Like that. And then I can still get through here. Excellent. Okay. So that's that one. Then we grab another Make sure we're snapping on blueprint. Yes. There we go. And we'll do one more. Get rid of all of... no. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep these bottom things. So that's going to be like the bridge that they sit across. I do have a causeway support that I can put underneath here. This is why I like having blueprints. Because you can just, you know, drop in the pieces, man. It's like kit bashing. You know, you just have a bunch of stuff that just kind of coolly fits into place. There's a purple slug. Hello, you. If I had any need for you, I'd go collect you. I have no need for you. All right, so cause... So cause support. What are you looking like? You look like that. Okay, yeah, you're cool. You're nice. So we'll put one of you there. We'll put one of you there. And we will extend you all the way down to the ground. Like that. Do the same here. We'll bridge across here and anchor you into the mountainside there. Likewise, we'll reach out for this cliffside here. And we'll anchor you in there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then we shall grab some wall. Like that. And we'll just go up to there. I guess I don't really need you there, but I do need you there. And then we can go all the way up like that. All the way up like that. Okay, then we can get some proper power line movement. Actually, what I should do is I'm going to extend this way. And I'm going to leave that open. Okay. I don't have anything that is carrying power down here just yet. But we can take care of that. I'm not going to... yeah, I'll take a temporary tap off of here. Just so I can place... maybe not. What I'm going to need to do is go grab a double. Use the Mark II. We'll come in at that height there. Going to delete this. And then we'll drop you down to here, but I don't want it to use the double-sided, so we'll do that. And then we'll go up to there. Then I can delete that line and connect that to there, and then these guys can run down. I like the Mark II's nicer. I think the Mark II, just that little flange on it looks better, especially when you come to these pillars here. So we're gonna run all the way down. Like that, and then we can come to there, up to there. Nope, let's do that again. I want you gone, and then we'll come up to here, and then we should be able to do that, and we'll throw. Oops, come back a little bit. Oh yeah, we'll just do it at 720. He's a little bit overhead on the belt. Because all I should have to do now is boop and boop. All right. Whoops. Nope. Not quite. However, oh, that's an interesting idea. What I should be able to do, though, is hide the lift in the wall. So if I do what? Can I squeeze underneath here? No, I can't. If I can see the bottom of this thing. Here we go. Pursuit, and I heard the snap there. Yeah. 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 I can go there. That will pop into there. I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm definitely not using that, but I do. No, I don't want the door either. Can I just have a regular wall, please? Thank you. Like that. Okay, take that out of there, and we can now start moving our Caterium down the line. And I'll even use some of these conveniently placed wall mounts. I want you to use the straight functionality. Let this piece in first. That way I can do that, and there we go. And there, and then we need to go upstairs. So we'll bring you to there. Grab our lift, figure out where you're going to go through the floor. You're going to go through the floor right there. Drop you down. To there. And then we can close you off. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I still don't actually have power coming up to these buildings here. We should probably do something about that in a more proper, formal manner. And so we are going to grab some of our 2 light stands. Are you guys tall enough for the trains going underneath? Are you? Yeah, you should be. Put one there. We'll put one there. We'll put... I'm falling! And then we'll put another one here. Let's get these guys strung together. I don't... Are you talking down? Oop, and I'm gonna fall. Are you talking underneath here? Yeah. At the moment, though, I'm just kind of moving pieces in. So I assume that's what you're talking about, is getting that arch underneath there. And yes, it does. That's usually the part that comes after I get things working. But for now, again, I just want to make sure that my wires clear my train, which they mostly do, and I can guarantee they do, because I still have some openings on these guys. We can just kind of bridge across the light stands like that. And grab another one of these guys now that I have power. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Why aren't you hooked up? Because I need to go. Oh, I get it, man. I totally get it. You see something there, you got to deal with. All right, now I should have power moving down here. I don't like the stepping of the lines the way they're doing it, but I don't really have... I mean, I have options. I could bring the power lines underneath, but for now, I'm going to keep going this way. And the reason I'm doing it the way I am is because, you know, I'm going to have tracks coming off of all of these stations here. I just have yet to get them actually strung up. So we're going to go like... He says as he immediately starts putting in the rails. Because why the hell not? In for one squirrel, in for the whole freaking herd. Go to there, and then we'll go to here. Just like that. Okay. And then we can come to here. We will have... I'm going to go find the building wall. There is actually a wall for these guys. It is right here. And we can get them lined up. Oops. And move you to there, like that. Just like that. I'm going to take out that window section so I can put a door in. Like that. Need to paint that door. That needs to be a fix-it. Wall door, and it needs to be the foundation. Nope. Which bloody color are you? You are... Ah! You are, in fact, swatch 3? Yeah, you're swatch 3. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's going to give me a path into there, which we can come off of here. So what I'm going to do is grab another Mark II, which I'll put right there. I'm going to grab one of you, turn you off a blueprint so I can actually position you. We're going to move you. Actually, I'm going to go to the one. Where are you? You're right there. Regular light stand. Thank you. We're going to put you there. I'm going to grab you right there. I love that glass sound. I'm just sorry. It just amuses me so much. It just makes me giggle. Okay, and then we'll do some nudging to get you hiding properly inside that post. And then we can go like that into there. And down. And then I did not use the double-sided. Because why would I do something smart? And like that. That goes into there. And then I can bring power to the buildings. So we'll put another single light stand right between these two. Like right here. Yeah, like that. That can get strung out to here. Grab another one. And to there. Okay, so, yes. Now, where do I want to bring the power in here? I have power lines right out here, so we'll just go up to there. And we can connect across. And yellow lights coming on, yep. Do the same thing here. And that gets power going into there. All right. Okay, let's get our connections on the inside. Okay, so it's going to come up to the floor here. Actually, we can just take this belt out here. It's only there because for the stacking purposes. Because these buildings, I don't actually have to go side by side. I could stack them, but I think I want to use up a little bit more real estate. Why am I not stacking you two? I'm making excuses, but why aren't I stacking you two? Huh. I mean, it's literally built to be stacked. What looks better? I mean, yeah, I'll have to lower it down a little bit, but... You know what? No, I'd rather have the two twin buildings here. If I have to expand it, I'll stack it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, let's come back to there. And then we go up. And we realize that you have the most atrocious aim when it comes to this. And by you, I mean me. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. Get into the building, please. And it's going to be on that line right about there. Yes. Yes. No. Maybe so. Yes. And then we feed you into there. We now row ourselves underneath. I do need to have a street edge out here, but we'll figure that out. Ooh. Where are the floor holes? The floor holes are right here. That's where the Caterium is. All I need to do is we're going to go up to there. We'll put you in there. We'll string you as tight as we can get. Like that. And then we'll take you off of Oopies. Okay, let's back this around a little bit. I need enough room for you to do whatever maneuvering you need to do. Like that, and then I can go into there. That can go to here. Grab a splitter, snap it into place, and replace you like that. And you should all now be producing Caterium ingots. And there go the ingots. Okay. Supply. What is going on with the supply here? Why have you stopped supplying? Oh, because I cut the power. That's why you stopped supplying. So we need to remove these guys here. Let's get all these guys out of here now. I'm going to leave that line because until I get the SAM stuff set up, but we conveniently have a power line inside here, which we can stretch quite a distance right into the corner there. Oops, maybe I shouldn't go quite that far. Yeah, let's do this differently. Let's grab this again. Let's come out to here, because that's where the column is, and right like that. Yep. Now here's the trick. Does that just sticks into the floor a little bit, but does it go all the way up? Not particularly. And then what I'm going to do here is we're going to mount it to the ceiling. Go into there, and then we'll go back underneath. I need to get in there. As that is right about... Oh, yep, right there. Yep, that's good. Okay. Again, we have our power line right inside there, so all I need to do now is go up to here, put this wall back in. Okay, all the way up to here, and over to here. That should start pushing power back into the miner way down here. Yep, and the Caterium once again will flow. You don't need to be, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. I do need to make something a little nicer down here, but you know what? I'm going to ignore it for now. Now, the lines that need to go down to the SAM ore, I can just tap onto there and that'll give me an umbilical so I can get down to the SAM ore. that should be giving me all the Caterium, 720 Caterium ingots. Then I just need to start tapping the 600 SAM ore right there. So that's going to be an easy little kind of stretch. We'll put another little kind of tower right about here. So I'll just come off this corner here. We'll kind of work our way down. Maybe I'll come off this corner here, work our way down. And that'll give us our Fixonium ingot manufacturing, which will all be happening here. This will be to bring SAM ore in. This will, if I ever need more Caterium. But yeah, this will be... It's a weird enough material that having independent ones on the, in the bottom floor of towers. No, I'd just rather gather it all here, get it all made here. This is all expandable. I can keep adding Caterium in there. We'll see what I can come up with. Maybe I'll do some sort of blueprint for that. But I've got enough kind of blueprints and whatnot. But yeah, okay, so. From starting a day with very little plan, just having some nuclear power going. How are we doing on the power? Just make sure everything's still stabilized. Yeah, so we're still doing good. Power, is teaking up of what I need, but I've still got that 5 gigawatts of capacity that I haven't touched. And like I said, if I need more power, it's really easy to expand the nuclear system without even having to go into plutonium rods. I've still got some slack in the plutonium rods, so it's not that's not running full time, so we're good there. But I think that's going to do it for me today. Have I got a radar tower out this neck of the woods? Do I need a radar tower out in this neck of the woods? Radar towers, radar tower, radar tower. Nope, I've got overlap, so we're good. Yep, nope, that's all good. Okay. Good. Is it? Is it really? There's just that little tiny hole there where the nitrogen gas is coming in, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's it. That's where we are today. We'll continue on. We'll get the Fixonium ingots put in. Then we'll start looking at the Trigons or whatever those stupid things are. And try to unlock our Mark V belts. And just keep going forward. But until next time, thank you guys for watching. Lee, thank you for being a channel member. So call out for you. You guys are awesome. And that is going to be it for me today. Once again, the Quest for Peace video will release Monday for channel members, Friday for general public release. Until then, guys, be safe out there, be good out there, and have yourselves a great day. Until next time, bye-bye.